Any possibility that the Vaush bridge could be rebuilt at some point in the future? Almost certainly not. I don't think he's a good person. And then we have huge political disagreements. Would I debate him for views? Like, maybe, but I don't like him as like a human being. I think he's kind of a trash, like, human. And then he's like so clout hungry. Like, I would be hyper aware that anytime I collab with him, I would feel bad helping him because I know that he's just in he's like a user mindset. And then I think he's a bad person. So it's just like, it would be hard. Yeah, it'd be hard. Can you elaborate? He seems ultra partisan and the poppy memes are gross as but is there something else framing out this bad person? I don't know how much he believes in the shit he believes in. Like, seeing him in real life, he was like fake as fuck. And seeing how much he like gaslights his audience over me and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Usually when people treat me like that, I just like, I have no desire. That was the thing. These were part of the big things that made me cut off Fuentes completely. When Fuentes started lying about like, oh, he's pro deplatforming and look at this clip from 5 years ago and oh, he did. And it's like, no, no. Like once you start like misrepresenting me and like treating me like shit, I have very, very, very little desire to help you grow your shit at all. It just makes me not, yeah. What did he do in real life? He just like said hi and pretended like everything was cool and whatever. And then as soon as he went back to his stream, he started shitting on me and my chat and making shit up again. And it's just like, yeah, dumb. I don't know. Destiny, do you think with how polarizing your content is, it makes growth harder? Like you take one step forward and one step back? I think it helps. I think we balance it out well enough. Gonna be honest, Vaush, if it wasn't for your debate with Charlie Kirk on Tim Pool, I wouldn't have ever watched you and I would still probably be a right-winger. Damn. Why do you think so many trans and LGBT people gravitate towards far left shit? Well, because the right excludes them, right? Please give Vaush a chance. You guys have different philosophies, but it makes me sad there's no contact at all. Listen, blame Vaush and Hassan. That was their choice, okay? Would you need to be friends with Vaush to work with him? Or are you saying you wouldn't even be able to trust him in a dispassionate coworker type relationship? I don't like that he lies about me and is... Like, if it was a personal relationship, I would say he's, like, emotionally abusive. Like, the gaslighting shit, the lying and misrepresenting situations where we all know what happened, and I think him doing it intentionally, he knows what's happening. He knows what happened, and he's intentional with the way that he lies about me. That's some of the most disgusting behavior. I'd rather, like, somebody try to beat the shit out of me. I would get along with that person more. Like, if somebody's telling me, like, I'm gonna bite you, whatever. I'd respect that person more than, like, the catty, disgusting, weird that Vaush does. I super hate that. Do you care about the Epstein client list? Not only do I not care about it, nobody should care about it. Nobody does care about it. Nobody cares about it. You know why? Because the people that care about it the most are probably people that are Trump fans. And you know what? However many times Trump shows up on that list, they're not going to use it a single time to impeach his character. So no, it's not. Nobody cares about the Epstein list. It's just going to be a big meme to see if a celeb or somebody you like shows up on it, and then that'll be it. Not to defend Vaush, but I think you assume way more malice than there is. At least to me, it seems like he's giga aware or clueless and just listens to whatever his chat tells him about you. No, Isaac, I disagree. I think he is very intentional. I think he writes a lot of what he's going to talk about beforehand, and we've seen him do this on stream. No, I totally disagree. I disagree, and I know I'm right. The last time he did this, I think I was streaming. Before I criticized him, I gave you the Vaush plot. I literally told you, this is what he does. This is how he misrepresents things. And funnily enough, I think on his very own stream, like 10 minutes after I'd made that exact prediction, he did exactly what I said he would do. He literally did. We saw in real time the way that he misrepresents and rewrites things. His narrative is so predictable. And I'm way over that. Way over it.
I don't really know how much of it is like hate born in heart or like an influence thing or whatever. But yeah, he was... It was being so antagonistic during the VidCon panel. And again, it leads him to say really stupid shit. Like,
I like how my community was not. Where are these threads, Vaush? I'm pretty sure after the Rokana thing, it was a whole page. And I know this because I check my sub very often. It was a whole page of friendship memes and bridge building memes. And like, this is what I was talking about at the very beginning of my talk today, how I get so frustrated that people like him can just completely make stuff up. This is one of the most popular posts on my subreddit this month. And that means a lot because my sub is one of the fastest growing subs on this site and it's a very, very active subreddit. This is one of the largest, 3,220 upvotes. AI generated art of me and Vaush being friends. Where are all of these comments of my sub hating you? 41 points upvoted. It's so weird how many haters showed up so fast. Stop being so serious, you losers. Have fun. This is awesome. It's so infuriating because it's such an obvious lie. And the frustrating part is like Vaush's community is impenetrable, right? Because they don't actually watch or consume any of my stuff. So now he says this and then now they just walk on. Oh yeah, destiny.reddit.com. That's Kiwi Farms 2.0, right?
It was being so antagonistic during the VidCon panel. And again, it leads him to say really stupid shit. Like when I was pointing out that there's a lot more artificial unity on the right because a lot of them tend to get financial backing from like a centralized source. And he was like, ah, well, leftists make money from their donos. I was like, what the f does that have to do with what I said?
I don't understand how people don't understand this point, okay? The reason why you don't like it when people take money from like corporate interests or whatever, or the reason you don't like it is because you worry about audience capture impacting a person's point of view and then them not representing like honest or good arguments. In my opinion, that's the big thing. I guess you could argue about them representing corporate interests, but like I feel like audience capture can happen on the left and also lead you to similarly bad places. Not only on the left, on the right as well, right? Steven Crowder is probably largely self-funded by the Mug Club. The Daily Wire is probably largely self-funded by Daily Wire subscriptions. I don't know how PACs and super PACs are funding alternative right-leaning media, but they run into the same issues that you can when you get funded by corporate sponsors, and that like you're no longer representing your own points of view. You're too worried about maintaining your money source. Now you can argue, for instance, that like, well, Destiny, at the very least, you're beholden to your donors and the people that are donating to you rather than some like esoteric corporate interest. That's an argument you could have. That's fine. We can argue out, you know, the pros and cons of both sides of that. But like to just like hand wave my argument is like, oh, well, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, bro, can't you even engage with what I'm saying, honestly?
Like he wanted to fight back against the idea that the left was like plucky and had no money or something, even though that wasn't the point being made. Stupid, asinine, low IQ beneath him. But that's what being angry does to you. Anyway, all things aside, I think it was
so notice like he doesn't actually present my argument. He has the false narrative of this is like the full simulacra thing. Like, look at how much fantasy, like we've built a whole narrative here on pure fantasy. So first we create the lie of the subreddit, okay? Negative subreddit posts. This is a lie. And then Destiny reads the negative subreddit posts and I get upset. That's a lie. And then I go on stage because of these two things, and then I start making stupid arguments that he's not even really representing. Like, and then this is also a lie. We'll say DA for Destiny arguments. Like this entire, and now people have this whole thing like, oh, Destiny, that's a spy-driven dude. He thinks that individual donations are the same as PAC money, and his subreddit is Kiwi Farms 2.0. I think Destiny literally hated Vaush because his subreddit shit on him because they're basically Kiwi Farms, right? This entire self-contained little simulacrum, this whole thing is all built on lies and fabrication. And then his whole response to this, if he hasn't done it already, his whole response to this is, oh, Destiny is rent-free in my head, or I'm rent-free in his head and he's obsessed with me. That's his whole response to this. And then he'll say like, oh, Destiny nuked the coalition because he's not coalition building.
Vaush might want to tune into Destiny stream. Whoa, what is he talking about me? Well, hold on. You're right, that's pretty rare. That's worth giving attention to. He's talking about me? Vaush paywalls now set to
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is... So, okay, I'm so glad I called this out. Okay, so I don't feel crazy. I'm so glad I called this out several hours ago before he said this, okay? Go compare the timestamps. I called this out before he said this. This is exactly what he does, okay? He'll make a statement, he'll say some unhinged about me, which he's done now, right? Lie. And then I respond, and then anytime I respond, he does this thing where it's like, oh, he's obsessed. Oh, I can't believe he's talking about me again. Yeah, okay. This literally happened as you were saying it live. The timing's unbelievable. Okay. Okay. I'm glad that I could show you that arc happening literally in real time. Okay. That this is what he does. Vaush said this 2 days ago. How do you guys have these fucking clips? Wait, what?
Find myself as like the edgy leftist who's willing to go against the woke scolds or whatever. Like, yeah, if this was 2020, I think that would be fair to an extent. I think there was a kind of like pick me attitude there where it's like, yeah, I'm the one lefty willing to take it down, you know. Destiny did the same thing before he stopped pretending to be left leaning, you know. So I guess that was kind of like a torch I was holding for a bit. But I don't really think I define myself that way anymore.
Okay. Didn't Kevels do way worse and you're cool with her now? Kevels apologized for everything she did, and she acknowledged everything she did that was incorrect and everything. So that's fair. So you don't see it as just personal disagreements. It's beyond that where you see him as someone who will intentionally backstab you given any opportunity. I can understand that more. Yeah, and I think he's more interested in like his money and his clout and his like personal endeavors versus any like political shit too, which is I think evidence of him like not wanting to play nice with the PV and the canvassing shit too. So yeah. Do you not care about the 100K Keppel still anymore? Hey, listen, I didn't donate any money to her. Let's hope it was some good cocaine. I don't know, Vaush is so fucking lazy. I have a hard time seeing him being intentionally manipulated to that level. No, I think it's very intentional. I think it is intentional. Not to do the weird virtuous psych evaluation, but do you think people like Vaush are socially fulfilled with the way they approach people? Maybe. It can be really socially fulfilling to stereotype and hate people and all that. Like racism or xenophobia can make people feel really good. You can get a lot of fulfillment out of that, sure.